Before I open it up for questions and answers,
Antes de que lo abra a preguntas y respuestas,
tonight is a special night
hoy es una noche especial
because at this house we do very, very high caliber type of program.
porque en esta casa hacemos de un calibre muy alto de programas.
But the topmost program
Pero el programa más elevado
will be a week from Saturday.
va a ser una semana de aquí al sábado.
The final program at Anita and Robert's house. It is a week from Saturday, right?
Ocho abril, yeah.
It's a week from Saturday. Robert, is that correct?
Sí, yes. Yes, brother.
Tomorrow's Saturday,
tomorrow's
1 week from Saturday.
Okay.
a week from Saturday.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to come, right?
Todos van a venir, ¿sí?
Okay. And that one, I'm going to be out of my mind.
Oh, good.
Because it's your final, I'm never going to see you again.
This is not true.
I hope that's not true.
Okay, well,
At least in Chile.
In
Let's say
Chile, no.
I'm not going to go to Bangladesh.
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe we go to LA
Okay.
You go see
Yes.
in India.
or in India.
Nah, come to LA.
LA.
All right. So, but tonight, we're going to, now, I want you to listen very carefully.
Quiero que escuchen muy cuidadosamente.
Because last weekend, I did a program at a devotee's house,
Porque el fin de semana pasado hice un programa en la casa de un devoto
and I stumbled upon something so fascinating,
y me topé con algo muy fascinante
and I want to share it with you.
y quiero compartírselo.
So this is very confidential.
Esto es muy confidencial,
So let's get the proper mood.
así que entremos en el humor apropiado.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So listen very carefully.
Escuchen muy cuidadosamente.
Prabhupada writes in the introduction to the Chaitanya Charitamrita,
Prabhupada escribe en la introducción del Chaitanya Charitamrita
He says that Radha and Krishna are one,
Dice que Radha y Krishna son uno,
but they separated themselves eternally.
pero se separaron a sí mismos eternamente.
So, during the time of Lord Chaitanya,
Durante el tiempo del Señor Chaitanya,
he had many close associates.
él tenía muchos asociados cercanos.
And so, one of those associates,
Uno de estos asociados
he wrote this book.
escribió este libro.
And in his book, this excerpt that I found,
Y en,
he explained
y en este libro, en este excerto que encontré, explica
that when Radha and Krishna are one,
que cuando Radha y Krishna son uno,
it is Lord Chaitanya.
son el Señor Chaitanya.
But then he completely confuses us
Pero luego completamente nos confunde
because he tells us you can't think that Lord Chaitanya appeared before Radha and Krishna.
porque no puedes pensar que el Señor Chaitanya apareció frente de Radha y Krishna.
So although Radha and Krishna are one,
Aunque Radha y Krishna son uno,
in the form of who?
Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya, still Radha and Krishna are eternally existing.
aún así Radha y Krishna están eternamente existiendo.
Does it make sense?
¿No tiene sentido?
That's because this is spiritual subject matter.
Eso es porque esto es tema espiritual.
On our level, a lot of things don't make sense.
Y en nuestro nivel muchas cosas no tienen sentido.
Just like how could Krishna lift Govardhan Hill and hold it up for 7 days when he was only 7 years old?
O como Krishna pudo levantar Govardhan Hill cuando tenía 7 años.
That's not a fairy tale.
Eso no es un cuento de hadas.
We take that as fact.
Lo tomamos como un hecho.
So, in understanding God,
Así que en entender a Dios,
in understanding spiritual knowledge,
en entender conocimiento espiritual,
you have to understand the key ingredient to understanding God.
tienes que entender el ingrediente principal para entender a Dios.
The key ingredient,
El ingrediente principal,
Achintya Shakti.
Chintya Shakti.
Repite por favor, Prabhus and Prabhujinis. So, Shakti means energy,
Shakti significa energía
but Achintya, inconceivable.
y Achintya inconcebible.
Something inconceivable means you can't understand it materially.
Algo inconcebible significa que no lo puedes entender materialmente.
So God is that being who has inconceivable powers.
Dios es ese ser que tiene poderes inconcebibles.
Achintya Shakti.
Chintya Shakti.
So, Krishna lived Govardhan Hill. How? Achintya Shakti. How could Krishna dance with all the gopis and have a separate form for each gopi? How could Krishna only marry 16,108 wives and had a palace for each one, and every night each wife was sleeping with Krishna? How could, there's the story of Lord Tortoise, Lord Kurma. It was explained he was holding up the Mandara mountain. He was 800,000 miles big. How's that? Achintya Shakti. So, Lord Chaitanya is when Radha and Krishna combined, but they both exist eternally. You can't think one before the other. You have learned your lesson. What is your name? Durgesh. I like you. I'm glad you're sitting at the head of the class. You're my #1 student now. You are following nicely. So, this follower of Lord Chaitanya, his name is slipping my mind. Krishna is not revealing it. In Krishna Leela, he's Satyabhama. Satyabhama is the expansion of Radharani in Dwaraka Leela. Just as Rukmini is the expansion of Chandravali from Krishna Leela, so Radharani's expansion in Dwaraka Leela is Satyabhama, and this Satyabhama appears as one of Lord Chaitanya's associates, but His name is, Krishna's not revealing his name because Krishna right now is not pleased with me. Everybody chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So he wrote one book, and in that book, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Él escribió un libro y en ese libro
And in that book he explains that when Radha and Krishna are one, that's Lord Chaitanya.
y en ese libro explica que cuando Radha y Krishna son uno es el Señor Chaitanya.
So I find this to be fascinating.
Encuentro esto que es fascinante.
Radha and Krishna, and he explains, why did the one Lord Chaitanya become Radha and Krishna?
Porque el uno Señor Chaitanya se convirtió en Radha y Krishna
In order to experience loving exchanges.
para experimentar intercambios amorosos.
As Prabhupada writes,
Como Prabhupada escribe,
Radha Krishna is the exchange of love.
Radha y Krishna son el intercambio de amor.
But this is not the kind of love you see on the novella.
Pero ese no es el tipo de amor que ves en la novela.
Is that the right word? Yeah.
¿Esa es la palabra?
No, this is transcendental spiritual love.
Este es amor espiritual trascendental.
It's completely on the transcendental platform.
Está completamente en la plataforma trascendental.
Just as Sita Ram
Como Sita Ram,
is also a love story.
es una historia de amor.
The whole Ramayana is actually a love story.
Todo el Ramayana es una historia de amor.
Sita was kidnapped by Ravan,
Sita fue secuestrada por Ravana
and Ram had to go through so much to get her back.
y Rama tuvo que pasar por tanto para
Such an
para
exciting love story.
una historia de amor muy emocionante.
Because no matter what Ravana said,
Porque no importaba lo que dijera Ravana,
Sita would not give up her devotion and chastity to Ram.
Sita no iba a rendirse a su devoción por
Ravana threatened her.
Ravana, la amenazó,
He had her tied to a tree,
la ató a un árbol
and Ravana's assistants were torturing and making life miserable for Sita.
y los asistentes de Ravana la estaban torturando, haciéndole la vida
He
miserable.
wanted Sita to voluntarily give herself to him,
Quería que Sita voluntariamente se entregara a él,
but she continuously rebuked them.
pero continuamente la rechazaba.
So Ravana ultimately gave a warning.
Así que Ravana dio una advertencia.
If you do not submit to me,
Si no te me entregas,
I will have my servants chop you up into pieces,
voy a hacer que mis sirvientes te corten en pedazos,
and I will eat you as my breakfast.
y te comeré como mi desayuno.
Because Ravana was a Rakshasa,
Porque Ravana era un Rakshasa,
man-eater.
que come hombres.
Just like we are Krishna eaters, vegetarians.
Como nosotros somos comedores de Krishna, ¿verdad?
Ravana was a man-eater.
Ravana era un come hombres,
He enjoyed nice flesh.
disfrutaba la carne.
But we enjoy nice prasad. Like tonight, I guarantee you're going to love the prasad. She has been working hard all day. So let's give her a hand. So this Sita Ram is a very nice transcendental love story.
Esta Sita Ram es una historia trascendental de amor muy bonita.
And Radha and Krishna's pastimes is also transcendental love.
Y Radha y Krishna, los pasatiempos de Radha y Krishna también es amor trascendental.
All right, everybody chant the Maha Mantra loudly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
So now you get to ask questions.
Ahora pueden hacer preguntas.
So the first question is always the hardest to break the ice.
La primera pregunta es la más difícil para romper el hielo.
So I'll call on my good friend Pundavanika,
Así que llamo a mi buena amiga.
because you always have good questions
Porque
and
siempre,
they'll follow your example.
siempre tiene buenas preguntas y los demás van a seguir su ejemplo.
You not ready? Srinam Radha, you have to start the question and answer session.
Okay, I have a question.
I know you do.
My question is devotion to be developed or if one already has devotion?
¿La devoción se tiene que desarrollar o ya uno ya tiene la devoción?
The answer is both.
La respuesta es las dos.
Lord Chaitanya says, love of Krishna is already there in the heart,
El Señor Chaitanya dice que el amor a Dios ya está ahí en el corazón,
but it is now lying dormant.
pero ahora se está ahí dormido.
We have forgotten our loving relationship with Krishna.
Hemos olvidado nuestra relación amorosa con Krishna.
Therefore, the spiritual master awakens you.
Por lo tanto, el maestro espiritual te despierta.
When the spiritual master chants the transcendental sound vibration,
Cuando el maestro espiritual canta el sonido trascendental,
the living entity wakes up.
la entidad viviente se despierta.
Jeev jago, Gora Chandra bole. Kota nidram, Jamaya pisachira kole. The Lord Chaitanya in that song says, how long you are going to sleep on the lap of the witch Maya.
El Señor Chaitanya dice en esa canción, ¿por cuánto tiempo vas a dormir en las piernas de la bruja Maya?
So the spiritual master, by sound vibration,
Así que el maestro espiritual, mediante la vibración de su
wakes up the conditioned soul,
despierta el alma condicionada,
plants the seed of devotion in the heart.
planta la semilla de devoción en el corazón.
And once that seed is planted,
Y una vez que esa semilla está plantada,
at the time of initiation,
en el momento de iniciación,
the creeper begins to develop.
la planta empieza a desarrollarse.
But it will only develop
Pero solo se va a desarrollar
if the devotee waters the creeper.
si el devoto riega la planta.
If you growing anything, a plant or a tree,
Si cultivas algo y es una planta o un árbol
and you neglect to water it,
y se te olvida regarla,
the creeper will die.
la planta va a morir.
So the disciple has to water the creeper.
Así que el discípulo tiene que regar a la planta.
That watering process is known as hearing and chanting about Krishna.
Este proceso de regar es cantar y escuchar acerca de Krishna.
So these programs muy importante,
Estos programas son muy importantes
because these programs are watering the creeper.
porque estos programas están regando a la entidad.
We're chanting and we're hearing about Krishna.
Estamos cantando y escuchando acerca de Krishna.
So this has to be done on a daily basis.
Así que esto tiene que estar, se tiene que hacer en una
Then that dormant love of Krishna will awaken.
Entonces ese amor dormido por Krishna se va a despertar.
Okay, who has our next question? Whoa! All right, Pundibanika. Hold on, I'll get you all. Pundibanika.
Okay. We know that the first offense to chanting the holy name is to commit offenses to Vaishnavas or devotees. So how can we in this Kali Yuga, when we are low intelligence and fault finders, as we were talking yesterday, to avoid committing offenses, as that will ruin our spiritual life, no? So how can we avoid to commit offenses?
Okay, the best way to avoid is to develop the service attitude. The materialist, the non-devotee, does not have a service attitude. The non-devotee has a give me attitude, a take me attitude. Give me. How can I exploit you? How can I use you for my satisfaction? That's how the materialist thinks. How can I cheat you? How can I get from you? Because you exist for my pleasure. But the devotee's attitude is completely different. Just as you're a mother, from the moment your child was born, you had to give, and you're still giving. Am I right? My daughter is now 40 years old. My wife is still giving. So children teaches how to give. So a devotee learns to give service. And if I always have that service attitude, there won't be any offenses. The offenses come in when I start to have a different attitude. You serve me. I've given up the service attitude. Now, the easiest way to develop the service attitude is to nicely chant your mala every day. I've said it 1,000,000,000 times, and I'll say it to the day I die. This is the most important thing you're going to do every day. Nothing is more important than this. You do this nicely, you won't have to worry about offenses. Okay? And if you commit an offense, very simple. You go to that devotee, my dear Prabhu, please excuse my offenses. My dear devotee, please say. If the other person is a devotee, immediately they'll say, no problem. Okay? All right. You had a hand raised.
I think there was before me.
Okay. See? This is service attitude. See that? Very good. You just proved. See? You're a devotee. Yes, Prabhu. You had your hand raised.
¿Cómo podemos diferenciar un impulso un impulso Radha Bhakti del sentimentalismo?
How can we differentiate?
Huh?
How can we
Differentiate?
Differentiate, yes.
Differentiate what?
De
Between
un impulso Radha Bhakti
Raganuga Bhakti impulse
y sentimentalismo.
and sentimental.
Ah, this is a very good question. You get a ding. So, when the question of Raganuga Bhakti comes, we have to refer to Prabhupada's Nectar of Devotion.
Cuando la pregunta de Raganuga Bhakti aparece, tenemos que mirar al libro de la devoción.
Nectar of Devotion
Nectar de la devoción.
is like the science textbook on this topic.
Es como el texto de ciencia en este tema.
You cannot just jump to that platform.
No puedes simplemente saltar a esta plataforma.
The only way to get to that platform
La única forma de llegar a esa plataforma
is strictly following the rules and regulations given by the spiritual master.
es seguir estrictamente las reglas y regulaciones del maestro espiritual.
If one is following every day strictly,
Si uno sigue cada día estrictamente,
hearing, chanting, praying, serving,
cantando, escuchando, orando, sirviendo,
gradually you will develop spontaneous devotion.
gradualmente vas a desarrollar amor espontáneo.
I will give myself an example.
Te voy a dar un ejemplo mío.
40 years ago,
Hace 40 años,
everything in my spiritual life was very difficult.
todo en mi vida espiritual era muy difícil.
I had to work very hard.
Tenía que trabajar muy difícil.
I didn't get to do any preaching until after 20 more years.
No pude hacer ninguna prédica.
For
sino
20
después de
years
20
I
años.
simply did menial service.
Por 20 años solo hice trabajo, servicio menial.
So, little by little, you get purified.
Así que poco a poco te purificas.
Krishna will bless you with higher realms of devotional service when you pass all of his tests.
Krishna te va a otorgar niveles más altos de servicio cuando pasas tus pruebas.
Every one of us will be tested from time to time.
Todos vamos a ser probados de tiempo a tiempo.
Depending on your level,
Dependiendo de tu nivel,
you will be tested.
te van a hacer la prueba.
You pass the test,
Pasas la prueba,
you go to the next level.
pasas al siguiente nivel.
So what is the test?
¿Sí? ¿Cuál es el test?
The test is you don't reject Krishna.
El test es que no rechaces a Krishna.
The test is you don't disobey your guru.
El test es que no desobedezcas a tu guru.
You will remain obedient.
Te vas a mantener obediente.
Little by little, you'll get purified,
Poco a poco te vas a purificar
and you will start to notice
y vas a empezar a notar
that you have a particular attraction to some aspect of service.
que tienes un gusto especial por alguna clase de servicio.
For some devotees, it's worshiping the deity.
Para algunos devotos es adorar a la deidad.
You have told me your wife has lots of attraction for worshiping deity, right?
Ustedes me han dicho que tiene mucha atracción de adorar a la deidad, ¿correcto?
My first spontaneous attraction,
Mi primera atracción espontánea,
prasad. But that's okay.
pero está bien.
Now, what is my attraction?
Ahora, ¿cuál es mi atracción?
Preaching.
Predicar.
I have God brothers. He has gone out on book distribution every day for the past 45 years. Every day, Brigupati.
Tengo un hermano
You
espiritual
met-
que ha salido a distribuir libros todos los días por 47 años.
He has some taste.
Y él tiene un gusto.
So there, some people, it might be kirtan.
Para algunos puede ser el kirtan.
For Rakesh, drum. And he also likes to do deity. But he loves this drum, not guitar.
A Rakesh le gusta el
He
tambor.
wants to play drum for Krishna.
Él quiere tocar su tambor para Krishna.
So you just concentrate on executing the order of Guru,
Solo enfócate en ejecutar la orden del guru.
chant nicely every day,
Canta bien cada día.
and Krishna in your heart will reveal to you.
Y Krishna en tu corazón se te va a revelar.
There's no need to tell anybody nothing,
No hay necesidad de decirle a nadie nada.
because the spontaneous devotion is from within.
Porque la devoción espontánea viene de adentro.
Okay? All right. Your question.
Yeah. So well, it's a follow-up question from Sanam's question about devotion and bhakti. So how can you? What's the difference in essence between bhakti yoga and raja yoga when one meditates? So do you develop the same qualities in your when you're worshiping, either when you're meditating or when you're
Okay. When you're doing your Raj Yoga, what are you meditating on?
For me, bhakti yoga tends to be easier.
But you asking a question. I have to understand what you mean first.
Oh,
When you say in Raj Yoga you do meditation,
yes.
the first question is, what are you meditating on?
Supreme God.
Yeah,
What?
Krishna, light.
Okay, what? Okay, make up my mind. Which one is it? Okay, so,
So that's why I'm confused on.
okay, so, but in order to answer, I have to understand that I know what you know, that I know what you know.
Oh, okay.
I have to understand, you use this word Raj Yoga.
Yeah.
I have to know what you mean by that. But now you said Krishna, the light. Okay, so meditation is either one of three things. Either Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan. If the meditation is on Brahman, the white light, that's not bhakti. If the meditation is on Paramatma, Krishna in the heart, it can be a form of bhakti. The problem with meditation on Krishna in the heart is that you will not be able to achieve perfection in the short human form of life. In this short, in Kali Yuga. So, meditation on the form of God, either Krishna, Ram, Narayan, okay? That is much more easier and feasible in this day and age. Okay? So, let's look at what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita to answer your question. And you know Bhagavad Gita because I know you know Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Arjuna asks Krishna in the beginning of chapter 12, how should I worship you? Impersonally? Personally. Krishna says very clearly, worship my personal form. If you neglect to worship my personal form, klesho adhikataras tesham, your process will be simply trouble. But worship of Krishna's personal form is easy and simple. So, now, since you introduced this beautiful word, I'm sorry. Everybody understood what I was saying?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
No, some people didn't understand. I'm sorry, I got carried away. You think you can do all that? Let me finish it anyway.
I can summarize.
Okay, hold on, let me finish. You can summarize in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Okay, I'm not done.
Okay.
So, in Bhagavad Gita, at least 3 times, Krishna says, Bhakti. You want to know me? Bhakti. You want to see me? Bhakti. You want to come to me? Bhakti. Does that answer your question?
Yes, in part.
Oh, in part?
Yes.
Okay, what doesn't it answer?
To truly answer it, I'll have to practice more bhakti.
Fair enough. Now explain in Spanish, summarize.
Y la pregunta que le realizamos a Prabhuji era ¿cuál es la diferencia entre la devoción bhakti comparado con la meditación, ¿no? Entonces habló de 3 formas que uno medita, ya sea mirando a Brahman como luz o a tener a Krishna en el corazón, y tercero la forma de Krishna. Entonces en el capítulo 12 del Bhagavad Gita se habla del Bhakti Yoga y ahí Krishna dice que tienes que pensar más en mi forma porque va a ser más fácil para ti al alcanzar en este Kali Yuga, en esta época el Bhakti Yoga es más trascendental, creo, que la meditación hacia más eficiente, más eficiente que la luz o de otro tipo de meditación.
So we'll do one more question and then we will do requests with the guitar. Who wants the final question? Yes.
¿En español?
Well, I'm going to need the English. So.
Well, I want to ask, why is it that at the beginning of Krishna consciousness, the one is more attached to the preaching part of Krishna consciousness, like going on book distribution or Harinam, but then maybe as the year passes, then maybe one becomes more attached to the other aspects, like chanting or deity worship.
Again, you're a person. A person means you have tastes. I don't necessarily like the same food you eat.
Le pregunté por qué a veces cuando uno comienza a conciencia de Krishna uno está muy apegado a ir al Harinam o a distribuir libros, y cuando uno pasa después del tiempo uno se atrae más a cantar rondas o a adorar a la deidad.
So there are different tastes in devotional service.
Y dice porque hay diferentes gustos en servicio devocional.
Just like I just heard a story about His Holiness Jayapataka Swami.
Como acabo de escuchar una historia de Jayapataka Swami.
One of his disciples was trying to serve him some item, some food item.
Algunos de sus discípulos trataron de servirnos algo de comida.
And Jayapataka said, I don't like it.
Y Jayapataka dijo, no me gusta.
And the disciple said, but Prabhupada liked it.
Y su discípulo dijo, pero a Prabhupada le gustaba.
And Jayapataka kept saying, I still don't like it.
Y Jayapataka dijo, pero aún así no me gusta.
Because Prabhupada is a person.
Porque Prabhupada es una persona.
He had his tastes.
Él tenía su gusto.
Okay? Jayapataka is entitled, especially in his condition, he's entitled to whatever he wants to eat.
Especialmente en su condición, él tiene derecho de comer lo que él quiera.
Not that he has to eat everything that, just because Prabhupada ate it, doesn't mean I have to eat it.
No porque Prabhupada lo comía significa que yo lo tengo que comer.
So, you're a person.
Así que eres una persona.
Your likes and dislikes are different than mine.
Tus gustos y lo que no te gusta son diferentes a los míos.
So, your tastes are changing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Así que si tu gusto cambia, no hay nada malo en eso.
Provided you stay within the 9 items of devotional service.
Provisto que te quedes en los 9 elementos del servicio devocional.
And 2 of them can never be rejected.
Y 2 de ellos nunca se pueden rechazar.
Srinam Radha, what 2 items can never be rejected?
¿Qué 2 elementos no se pueden rechazar?
Huh?
Can you repeat the question?
Of the 9 items of devotional service, 2 of them can never be rejected. What are those 2? Shravanam Kirtanam, hearing and chanting.
De los 2 que no se pueden rechazar es escuchar y cantar.
Those 2 can never be rejected.
Esos 2 no se pueden rechazar nunca.
As Lord Chaitanya's guru told him,
Como el gurú del Señor Chaitanya le dijo,
after Lord Chaitanya achieved perfection in chanting,
después de que el Señor Chaitanya llegó a la perfección cantando,
his guru said,
su gurú le dijo,
continue chanting.
continúa cantando.
So even if you think you are self-realized and this and that,
Aún si crees que eres autorrealizado en esto y aquello,
you still have to chant.
aún así tienes que seguir cantando.
Oh man! Nope, can't give up hearing and chanting.
No pueden dejar de hacer cantar y escuchar.
Okay? Alright, no more questions. We'll have more time for questions tomorrow at the temple. I'm giving the evening class tomorrow. We'll have lots of times for questions. I'm here all week. Now we're going to do some songs. By request only. Pundavanika, you had a request yesterday, right? No?
Sorry, it was Antonia Prabhu, I'm sorry. I
Huh?
wanted more than she can get.
Okay, what song did you want?
I want Don't Play With Maya.
Yes, very good. Let me get my... Will I have my singers? Will I have my drummer? All right, I need the right key. Oh, I'm not in the right key. So this is for you or for your daughter or both?
For me.
For you. You want to give the purport after? Well, you've got desires, they're never satisfied, and your senses burn like fire, but you've got nowhere to hide. Sing it. So don't play with Maya, 'cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Give her a hand. Give her a hand, that's good. Maya stole your knowledge. She convinced you more and more that you could be the enjoyer and be God forevermore. Everyone. But don't play with Maya, 'cause you're playing with fire. But don't play with Maya, 'cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, do it after everyone. Don't wait.
You got 2 this time, now. You got 2.
Your mother, known as Vedas, points out who you really are. And your father is Lord Krishna, who is near and also far. But don't play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Now don't play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Now don't play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
So now you got that body, and you'll surely have another. But you'd better watch your karma, or else it will be a bother. So don't play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
One more time. Play with Maya, cause you're playing with fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Very good. Excellent. All right, Pundi Baniga, you give the purport in Espanol. Tell us why you like this song. Explique. The purport.
Esta canción habla sobre los peligros de a veces nosotros querer jugar con Maya, pensar que a veces podemos tener un poco, ¿no?, de esa parte seductora que a veces nos llama la gratificación sensorial en cualquiera de sus aspectos. Entonces nos advierte de los peligros de jugar con Maya porque es como jugar con fuego. Y
That's
nos
it?
podemos quemar.
That's it?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do two more. Who wants a song? No more songs?
Yes.
No, you already got yours. Stella? What? Help me? Well, we usually save that for the last. So one more song before that.
It's up to you what you want to do.
Now you're getting two. Okay. Well, and nobody else is saying, so okay. It's up to you? Okay. Let's do It's Up to You. All right? 1 second. First get the key. So this song is based on the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18. After Krishna told Arjuna everything, Krishna said to Arjuna, I've told you everything. Now it's up to you to decide what you want to do. Krishna does not interfere with our minute free will. He does not force us. He allows us to make our own decisions. But once we make those decisions, the results are automatic, either in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. Once you open that door, that's your choice. Krishna has nothing to do with that choice. But once you open that door, then it's all over. And of course, Krishna wants us to surrender so that you don't have to suffer anymore in this world. So Krishna says, Yate shasi tata kuru. As you like, you do. Krishna spoke to Arjuna on the battlefield, where the import of the Vedas was revealed. He told them that his duty was to stand and fight, explaining confidential knowledge, what was right. He said, it's up to you, what you wanna do. Everybody, it's up to you, what you wanna do. And God said to Abraham, kill me your son. Abe said, man, you must be putting me on. God said, no. Abe said, what? God said, everybody do. It's up to you. What you wanna do. So when Pontius Pilate stood before the crowd outside, he said, let's end this confrontation. Let the people decide between the killer Barabbas and the king of the Jews. You can set one man free, but you gotta choose, because it's up to you. What you wanna do. Everybody choose. Come on. It's up to you. What you wanna do. Though Maya's world seems so nice, before you grab your slice, ask yourself if you can afford the price. People running round in circles every day, working like the devil just to make their pay. Without a hesitation, they lie or steal, without no consideration about how other people feel. Still, it's up to you. What you wanna do. Help me sing it too. Come on. It's up to you. What you wanna do. Clap your hands and sing along too. It's up to you. What you wanna do. That's it. Nothing for nothing. We've all heard it said. Some people never get it to their heads, thinking that life's just a monopoly game. Cheating to win, they wind up going insane. But it's up to you. What you wanna do. Everybody, it's up to you. What you wanna do. One more time. You know it's up to you. What you wanna do. Though Maya's world seems nice, before you grab your slice, ask yourself if you can afford the price. All right, keep it up, keep clapping, give me the beat. One last verse. Don't try to minimize this message of love. Don't underestimate the Lord up above. He's reaching out to you, you know you've all been told. Stop. How can he help you if you won't grab hold? He leaves it up to you. What you wanna do. Sing with me, please. It's up to you. What you wanna do. One more time. You know it's up to you. What you wanna do. Now sing with me. It's up to you. Sing it.
It's up to you.
Little louder, please.
It's up to you.
Little louder, please.
It's up to you.
I don't hear the boys in the back.
It's up to you.
I don't hear the Indians.
It's up to you.
I don't hear the Chileans.
It's up to you.
I want to hear everybody.
It's up to you.
All right. Okay, we'll do one more song. Sri Nam Radha, your presence is requested. Who here in the congregation leads a good kirtan?
They're all good.
Well, you gotta pick one. So who's it gonna be? Oh, all right. So after this song, you're gonna lead the kirtan. Okay? You understand? See? All right. Okay, hold on. So you want help me, huh? All right. Help me. Okay, let's get the words. Okay, it's not here. Where did it go? It must be somewhere else. Everybody? Where is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Here it is. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Lavinia.